All I'm thinking is Miku now. Here are my thoughts on colorful stage the movie. I'm Miku, who can sing. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Beyond Stuff's Reviews. The name is Brian Chevrolet, and today I'm joined by someone very special from the Nonsense and Stuff show. Is Jellyyamz. Jellyyamz, how are you doing?
I'm doing just fine.
And to
Better than ever.
today we're gonna be reviewing a very special movie brought by Luzca Film Festival here in Puerto Rico, and that is Colorful Stage the movie, a Miku Who Can Sing, which is based on a Japanese mobile game directed by Hiroyuki Hata, and it is the very first movie based on Hatsune Miku. This movie was released earlier this year in Japan and on April in the US. Like I said before, this movie was brought by the Luzca Film Festival people here for one screening and one screening only. And I have to say, I was not familiar when it comes to Hatsune Miku. I've seen statues, I've seen everything about Hatsune Miku, but I was not familiar to her origins. Uh, I started listening to some of the music from Hatsune Miku thanks to a friend, Inu. If you're watching, shout out to you. But Jami is very well versed when it comes to the whole Hatsune Miku world. So I'm gonna ask you, since you are the biggest fan of Hatsune Miku and everything that has to do with Vocaloid and everything, what do you think about this movie?
I'm gonna start off by saying it's gonna be a biased review, just like how I review any Sonic media. I'm biased because I grew up with these pieces of media. I grew up with Hatsune Miku, and I've been a fan since the dawn of time. I kid you not, since I am now gonna be 26, and I've been a fan since I was like 14 or 13. So it's been a while.
Oh,
Um, seeing seeing the movie bring to life this game that is a mobile game, and it's like the type of like tap revolution type of thing,
yeah.
based around different Mikus, different universes, bringing to life that idea of like, because at the end of the day these are voice banks that anybody can buy, anybody can tune, and it's giving them personality and a backstory and something you can latch on to, and seeing it so well made because it brought in the like what is Miku built on. She is built with this, like, she's like this beacon of hope for a lot of people, myself included, because it's like she is always saying that, like, try harder, don't give up, that type of energy that the game has, the characters have, and these vocaloids they also have, and seeing it so well made. It was so well executed. It was so refreshing to see something so well made.
Were you surprised by the amount of people that went to watch this movie?
Not really. I say it because here in Puerto Rico, the scene for Vocaloid, it's hidden because there's a lot of people, and you could see, like, there's grown men, grown adults, there were kids, there were teenagers. You could see that in their mundane life, you might not notice that they like Vocaloid.
Hmm.
Like me, I work in an office, and when you look at me, you won't ever like think that I listen to this automated voice bank idol
As much,
from Japan.
well, yeah,
And then you look in my
perhaps
car.
maybe someone didn't know you, but I saw you, and you seem like the type.
Yeah, but then like if you're like in a work office, which is again something that Miku shows, that even if you're in that world, because Miku is also for adults, and
Mhm.
it's shown in the movie. Like, even if you're in that part of your life where you gave up on a dream that you had, and a dream that you were so passionate about, and you suddenly, because life happens, you have to let it go, to not give it up and to make space for it in your life. And seeing that, I kid you not, I'm sentimental. I'm always like touchy, and I always cry for anything. That, with how the world has been going on, and me, but well, achieving some milestones in my life, seeing that and being reminded of that part of Miku, it made me almost like cry. If it wasn't because I was wearing makeup and I had plans after the movies, I was about to just bawl. Like, I was about to ugly cry in the, the movie theater. And there was a girl like behind us, and I heard her friends go like, "Are you crying?"
I heard it too. I was very close too. I'm very sentimental with the topics that the movie touches upon. Now, unlike you, like I said at the beginning of the video, I cannot say I'm a fan because again I was not aware of the deep lore when it comes to the world of Miku, of the games, of the music and all that. I've only been familiar to some music that I've been exposed to throughout the years, but I was never
Mm-hmm.
into Hatsune Miku. And coming into it blind, this is 100% not the movie to come in blind. If you are not a fan of Hatsune or Hatsune Miku or have no idea of this world, I'm sorry
What
to tell
led
you,
you to?
you're
Yeah.
gonna be so fucking lost. And if it wasn't for Jamie who was beside me watching this movie and having some experience when it comes to multiversal storytelling, I would have been lost throughout the whole movie. Uh,
I kept being, I was in the middle of Brian to my right and my brother to my left. My brother knows about Vocaloid because, again, he's my little brother, so he saw me like in every era since he was a child. So he knows Miku from like his it's like since he was a toddler. So he knows about like Miku, but at the same time I was like ping ponging back and forth between Brian and him, being like, "Oh, this is from a mobile game. Oh, these are different people. These are different groups. These are different bands. Every Miko's canon." And I was kept
no,
going back and forth.
the thing is, like, it wasn't hard for me to adjust the fact that there's different Mikus in this world because I've been coming from characters meeting themselves in other media, Doctor Who especially. I'm very much like I know that happens. The
You're
Doctor
aware.
has
You're
met
aware.
himself many times, so Miku meeting herself from another universe, not a strange idea. But for someone who's not well versed into that type of storytelling, they're gonna be lost. Now, the whole
The
story.
perfect thing I always say
Uh-huh.
is like every Miku is canon. Don't question it. Any Miku that you see
Even the
out there,
even the
any live action,
questionable
it's
ones.
even the questionable ones. Those are canon. Every cosplayer, every like every type of different cosplay you've seen. There's the Puerto Rican Miku, Brazilian Miku, every like all the world Miku and all those stuff. Those are canon. Those are canon Mikus in the world, and you can make your own. I've made my own. I remember back in when I was in high school, and that's the beauty of it. I love Miku because of that. She's like Barbie. Oh my gosh, she is Barbie. She's Japanese Barbie. She can be anything.
The thing, me not knowing anything, the context of where the characters came from, not knowing anything about the world of Miku and Vocaloid and everything when it comes to the mobile game or the music, while I was still lost at the beginning of the movie, once I started to get the hang of the story, of the direction that the story was going, what this version of Miku was going through, and seeing how she's reacting to things, how she feels powerless trying to help people. Those things I kind of understood. Being one that has also faced hardships and being on that mindset, it touched me a lot. This movie, so I had an understanding. I was rooting for the characters. I was rooting for Miku, and I fell in love with with this world, with this all these characters, with all these versions of Vocaloid and Mikus and everything. And the music, good lord, the music is just fantastic. I, I
Mm-hmm.
I've been on a streak listening day in day out. The That Becomes Her soundtrack from the musical. Now I'm gonna be alternating it between the musical soundtrack and this movie because all the songs are bangers, all of them.
And for those who are listening that know deep lore Miku, seeing Deco 27, that is one of the producers that uses Miku, seeing that creator part of this project was, for me, it made me, I was freaking out again. I was on the Wikipedia like in the middle of these two guys that don't know shit about Hatsune Miku or the Vocaloid, and me seeing, I saw so many Easter eggs and so many things that if you're a true, like if you're like you're deep in the lore of Hatsune Miku or Vocaloids, you will love this movie because it doesn't only just focus around Miku, it brings in all of the other Vocaloids, all of the other like characters
No, I
available,
saw you
and
reacting to each and every character that popped in from the
I
world.
look, look, I come from like a part of the like the fandom that is, well, we know every character because there's Miku fans and then there's Vocaloid fans. I adore Miku. If you go into my room, you can see I have Miku everywhere. I adore her, and but I also love the other Vocaloids. But there's other people that just focus on Miku, and there's people who have mains of the other ones. And I loved seeing that people in the crowd knew who these characters were and who, like, what Vocaloid was it, and hearing them speak. Okay, there's one thing of hearing them like sing, like tuning them to sing. There's another thing. This whole movie, they sing, yes, but they speak, and these are voice banks. These are not voice actors, so they give them so much personality, and it shines through the voice banks. And I don't know who, like what team specifically was handling the tuning of the voice banks. Props to you guys. Oh my, that was so good. I love it so
So
much.
as a fan of this whole thing, to you, this movie completely worked.
It worked because it brought in the game, which is not, obviously, if you're in the fandom, you know about the game. But there's people who are casual listeners of Miku who don't know about this game and their world and how it works. So it was an easy, like, kind of like a way of, like, obviously if you don't know shit about Vocaloid, it's not, you're not going to understand. But if you have an understanding and you come in into this movie, you can like easily go through like the game and you can maybe look it up or be invested in the characters, because again, these are like, the Vocaloids are one part, but there's also the characters of the game, which are so vast and different, and they're all so like uniquely characterized, and I love them all, honestly. Like, they also shined in the movie. The music was banger, the tuning was good. Every Miku, and that's the point that I was trying to, like, I was like, who do I say this to? There there's different Mikus, obviously, and they're shown in the movie, but you could see, like, there's the Miku who can't sing, and when she speaks, it doesn't sound like any of the other Mikus. So you know it's Miku, and you can kind of hear her, but every one of them had a different way of speaking, of singing, of like expressing themselves. So that, and it's the same voice bank. It's Miku. All of them are Miku, but they tune it in a way that you can be like, oh, so this Miku is from this place and this one is from this one. So it's really, I love that touch. It was so good.
To me, coming in blind, having no experience whatsoever through the history of these characters, uh, I have to say I enjoyed the movie through and through. I rooted for the characters, the music. I'm a sucker for great music, and I have more than my fill in this movie. I enjoyed every single song used in this movie. visually stunning as well. The visuals of this movie was fantastic. How every world of each Miku looked like, and the designs of the characters and everything just looks fantastic. I mean, it's Japanese animation. Of course, they're gonna be making bangers. But
Mm-hmm.
coming as a non-fan, did this movie make me interested in this whole world? Yes. Did it make me a fan? We're getting there. Am I gonna download the game now and study all this lore? Probably yes. So
It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. You have to take your time. You have to find your taste in Miko music, because there's like the really poppy one. There's the sad one. There's like sexy. Like there's any type of music you want, you can find it, and you'll be a fan.
you know what sucks the most? You know what sucks the most? I was right after we walked out of the theater. I checked on in the internet. They were making a pre-order for a figure based on this movie's Miku. It's sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Sold out. And I want a
Sadness.
figure of this Miku, so I'm just gonna wait till next year. Hopefully, it's widely available because I love this Miku. This Miku is she's pretty, she's cute.
This Miku, she stole my heart. And my brother, who he's like, he doesn't show a lot, and whenever she was like, she's adorable because she's like popping up on your phone on screens and whatever, and she's so cute because she's so small. So
Yes.
whenever she acted like cute, I looked at my brother, and my brother was tweaking because she's that adorable, and I loved it, honestly. She's so cute.
So, at the end of the day, from 1 to 5, how much do you give this movie?
If I could give it a 10, I would, but a 5 out of 5, honestly.
I'm gonna give it.
5 kilos. You're gonna hear that a lot, like every time. I've been saying that nonstop, just every time.
I'm gonna honestly give it a 4 out of 5. It is a fantastic movie. It is a shame, of course, that this movie only screened one day here. It is a crime that they didn't this movie wasn't given enough screenings. I have many friends who missed out on watching this movie. Hopefully, it lands on streaming soon enough. This is a movie worth checking out. And if you have no idea of anything based on Hatsune Miku and Vocaloid and all this world, I suggest you start doing your homework now so you can enjoy this movie a lot better. I'm gonna make my homework. I'm gonna start
Fine,
playing.
or hey, hey, find yourself a friend. Do you know how many undercovered Vocaloid lovers there are there? You maybe have already a friend that knows the lore enough for you guys to go, and you have your little like your little chat GPT right next to you, and you ask like, "Hey, what's that?" and they can tell you, just like how I was.
I'm gonna take the chance. I'm gonna download the game. I'm gonna explore the game.
Hell yeah.
I'm hopefully not gonna spend money on the game, but we'll see. Anyways, Yami, thank you so much for joining me on this video. Where can the guys find you?
You can find me anywhere with Jellyyamz. I'm not streaming on Twitch, not for a while until I can get my PC fixed, but I'm planning on doing some projects soon over on my Instagram, over at TikTok. You can also find me there. I'm about to start maybe uploading first or start again. There might be a Miku cosplay about to debut soon. So,
I'm
hey, this
look
is a good
I'm
time
very
to
much
plug
looking
it
forward to
in.
it. I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm gonna be sharing all that stuff because I love supporting you. I love you, Jamie. I thank you for all you do here on the channel. You guys, if you guys saw this movie, let me know what your thoughts are on this movie, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.